Say It Louder is brought to you by Valley Live, the ultimate destination for live sports, anytime, anywhere. Watch the action unfold and win rewards along the way. Download the free Valley Live app and start winning today. Welcome back to the Rally, a little Say It Louder. That's Joshua Perry. I'm Russell Dorsey. JP, you love you some college football. I love the NFL. But when you look at what's going on, storylines, entertainment, what is better?
It's college football, and I don't think it's close. The first 2 weeks of the NFL, I think, have been extremely underwhelming to me. I think that there are a lot of offenses that we expected to look good that are not good right now. And I cannot tell you what the reason is, but they haven't been able to play clean football. Too many turnovers, too many miscues, too many penalties. I mean, even a good offense like Kansas City, all the penalties that they had against Jacksonville, that was hard to watch. I think we can both agree on that. The idea of a low-scoring game, I think, has its place, but I think there were also too many in Week 1. It got better in Week 2. Think about this. In Week 1 of the NFL season, a league in the NFL that's built for parity, 8 of the 16 games were a double-digit margin. How is that parity? That's not entertaining. Now, I look at college football and I understand when I watch the game exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be blowouts. Some of these games aren't going to be close, and I'm perfectly fine with that. You want to know why? Because I can watch a quarterback go out there and spin it for 500 yards and 5 touchdowns. In a bad game that is not nationally entertaining, I can watch Akron get a turnover and then put a tire around the neck of the guy who got a turnover because they got the turnover tire because of their affiliation in Akron with rubber. I think it's great. And so these are things to me that are really entertaining. Everybody's talking about Colorado. People who don't even like college football are talking about that. Why? Because it's an entertaining story. 1-11 to a team that's making some noise right now. They've got 2 guys, and one of them's hurting Travis Hunter, that were in the Heisman conversation coming out of Week 1 and 2. This is why I enjoy the sport. The NFL just hasn't lived up to it.
Yeah, I can understand everything you just said. But when you mentioned something about parity, I think that's the reason that the NFL still has a hold on entertainment. You look at the Kansas City Chiefs, the team that everybody had on top as being the king of the NFL. Well, you know what? Week 1, they didn't have Chris Jones. They didn't have Travis Kelce. They lost. They didn't look good. And you're like, what's going on with the
But
Kansas
they could still be the king of the NFL,
They
though.
could be, but you don't know.
If Ohio State lost in Week 1, you know what? Nobody be talking about them, right? I think there were a lot of people that would write them off. We're doing it with Alabama right now. We're writing them off. We're saying the dynasty is over. That's the thing that's entertaining about college football because we don't know if Alabama could make it to the playoff. They could run through their whole conference and make it.
But the NFL doesn't work the same as college where, nobody's going to have one loss in the NFL most seasons as opposed to in college football where if I want to make the college football playoff, I better not have a loss.
Isn't that drama, though? Isn't that the whole point of the game is to go out there and not lose? I can be comfortable with saying that my team's got 5 losses, but we still got a chance at a championship. But in college football, I am hanging on by a thread. If my team is even in a close game in the 4th quarter because you can't lose, that's entertaining.
I don't know, Joshua. I think I understand everything you're saying about, Maction and Akron and Miami of Ohio and all these schools that play on Tuesday and Wednesday night. Who's really watching that besides you and those kids' parents and maybe some of the fans or our alums there? People aren't watching Maction, Joshua. I think people find it fun to talk about Maction because it's on Tuesday night. But I don't think people are just going out of their way to watch Maction or the American Conference or some of these other. Everybody's watching the NFL on Sunday.
I think because people are conditioned to, because we all sat there and we tuned into a primetime game that was a 40-0 score. And we did it because it's on Sunday night. There's really nothing else on, and that's what we do every Sunday night. It's become a ritual for us. I think that's a part of it, too, is they know that this doesn't necessarily have to be the most entertaining product because we're going to sit around and watch it.
You can vote at home, scan the QR code, which is more entertaining, college football or the NFL. Do they have the Octobox? A little red zone action for college? Do they own a day of the week?
Sure. I'm not exactly sure, but what I know people are doing is they got an iPad, a cell phone, multiple TVs up at their house. They're flipping back and forth because there's games on all day, and we love it. And again, to this point, is we got to watch football. Entertaining football this past weekend that wasn't supposed to be entertaining, but it gave us a lot of entertainment. Imagine that, a terrible slate that actually ends up being good from noon until 2:30 in the morning.
By the way, that Colorado State game, 8 million people at 2 a.m., to your credit, watch that game.
Yeah, and it wasn't supposed to be a close game. That's the wildest part about it is we still found a way to create a storyline out of the game that had a 23.5-point spread. That's why I think college football is what it is.
Yeah, I mean,